ブリーチジェッタテンションこれで全部終わりだ飲め野ざらし
挽回観音開き紅姫改め
ようこそ私のソウルソサエティへ五竜点滅
冒険とはゼロ番隊に選別された際に霊王の力によって変質した
Bleach, Thousand-Year Blood Warfare. Who were the 5 special war potentials in Bleach? Why are they the 5 special war potentials in Bleach? What are their powers? All the 5 special war potentials were chosen for an individual qualities they possessed. Each of them had enough power to change the outcome of the war in the favor of the Shinigamis, Soul Reapers. Let's dwell deep into the individual qualities of the 5 special war potentials. 5. Ichigo Kurosaki. The individual quality that Ichigo possessed, which Yhwach Iwatch was afraid of, was Ichigo's latent potential. This ability, that latent potential, gained Ichigo the spot in the 5 special war potentials in Bleach. But what's exactly the Ichigo's latent potential? That potential comes from the fact that his lineage is of mixed heritage. Ichigo's mother being a Quincy awakened the Quincy abilities of Blunt in him, his father being a Shinigami by default granted his Shinigami powers, in addition the Hollow, which have inside. Being a person made of multiple species in one, Ichigo's powers can be developed to any limits and can be merged and utilized to develop a totally new kind of power. Also, the heights of his Reiatsu and Reishi would become unknown. In addition, the new power could alone take down all the Quincies it wants as well. Not to forget, Ichigo is prodigy in battles. It is proved by the tremendous growth in his power since he became a Shinigami, a Soul Reaper. Also, him achieving Bankai with 3 days and reaching captain level. We have a lot of examples about Ichigo power, and this is all for the Ichigo, the latent ability. Let's move on to the next one, that is the 4th. Zaraki Kenpahi. Yhwach chose Zaraki as one of the 5 special war potentials is due to his immense combat strength, the immense power of Zaraki. This is an apt reason to choose Zaraki, as we have seen through the whole story. We have seen Kenpachi's strength turning the war tide in the Gotei 13's favor, and tons of times, tons of battles, tons of epic and ultra hard enemies. It's just Zaraki being Zaraki. Also, a funny fact to add from Kenpachi Zaraki as a war potential is that Yhwach had Kenpachi, list Kenpachi on the 5 war potential before that Zaraki released the Shikai or the Bankai. It's fucking crazy, the power of Zaraki, it's just immense. Move on, next one, the 3rd one, yare, Kisuke Urahara, Kanonbiraki Benihime Aratame. We all know how important is Urahara and his big brain, and Iwatch took notes of all of that happened and then put Urahara on the list of the 5 special war potentials due to Urahara's abilities to come up with a solution for every problem. And Iwatch calls them as tricks. It is due to the tricks Kisuke Urahara can change the outcome of the war. We have a lot of examples about Urahara's brilliant brain during the war and during the series. Also, Iwatch judged Urahara based solely on his battle IQ. However, that does not mean that Urahara was a weak fighter. His Bankai is one of the most horrid Bankai's in all Gotei 13. Kanonbiraki Benihime Aratame. Thus, Urahara has earned his place amongst the 5 special war powers in Bleach. 2nd one, Yokoso, Sosuke Aizen, the sexiest man in all of Bleach. Aizen is the mastermind of everything that happens in Bleach until the fake Karakura town. This earned him the title of Mastermind Billion. His master plan also led him to become an immortal being who cannot be stopped unless you have Urahara's brains. Yes, even Aizen was scared of Urahara's brilliance, makes one appreciate Urahara's character more. Although Aizen was sealed his powers and his spiritual presence and were still extraordinary. For having that ultra crazy extraordinary spiritual pressure, Yhwach chose Aizen as a member of the 5 special war powers in Bleach. Aizen's spiritual pressure Reiatsu is so intense and immense that if you do not have any resistance to it, your body will simply evaporate in the air. And not to forget that he became stronger than he was while fighting Ichigo. And with Aizen Kami-sama, we finally reach Hyosube Ichibe, the captain of the Squad Zero, the strongest squad of the Shinigamis. Iwa Yuhabaha chose Ichibe as one of the 5 special war powers in Bleach due to his immense wisdom. As the leader of the Zero Bankai, the Squad Zero, and one of the oldest Shinigamis, Ichibe has immense knowledge of the working of the Soul Society and the God King's balance. His overall experience as the leader of various squads makes him a great strategist combined with his immense knowledge of things. And with Ichibe we finish the 5 special war powers in Bleach. These 5 characters that we checked are the major reason why the Quincy's lost the war. And Tite Kubo, the manga author of Bleach, have brilliantly created the roles of each of them. I mean, he came up with the Aizen's plan, so that is enough to provide all of this story and crazy stuff, man. It's just marvelous, all the war and the Quincy's. Personally hope that you keep enjoying, guys, that experience, that Bleach moment, and remember to smash a like, subscribe the channel if you enjoyed that video, that counter, that 5 war potentials in Bleach. Max hype for the Season 2, for the Cour 2 on July. Keep tuned and see you in more 1000 Year Blood Warfare content. Bankai!